What's up, everybody? Well, I got a gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're going to do an MMO. We haven't done a single MMO, I don't think, on here, so we're going to try out Black Desert Online, as someone requested to see how it ran. And it got a bunch of updates that I never even got to try out, like for graphics and whatnot. So I'm actually excited to see how it looks, because it already looked really great back when it came out, but that was quite a few years ago, so it might not be top dog in graphics department anymore, but I'm still excited to see how it is. Anyway, though, let's just jump in and look at the settings. So, starting off our Black Desert adventure here at 1080p, we're just going to show the screen once, just to show you we're at 1080p. Now let's hop on over to the display quality section here. Aw, damn, I did mess up. I thought I was on low. Well, it's on very low for this setting. The rest of the things will be on low, but anyway. And then we turned off that optimization stuff, and we will do that one at the end. And we also turn that crap off. So now we're going to start off on low. Well, in this case, very low. What do we got around here? What are you guys up to? Huh. The moves are still really cool looking, that's for sure. Now we're getting a lot of FPS, but there is a lot of stutter every now and again, but I don't see too many MMOs that don't stutter every now and again. They're constantly loading and unloading. Anyway, let's move on. Well, alright. Trying this game out on low first. I figure we didn't need to really go down to lowest. Well, at least now I know I'm not, like, in an over level area where I'm just gonna get my ass handed to me, but it seems like I'm in, like, Nub Town where I can one-hit everything. But that's okay. Makes for a good video so I can actually get some combat and what have you. Man, this game has really loud music, so I'll have to, like, I should have turned it down, but whatever. Hopefully you guys can hear me good enough over all the music and slashing and whatnot. Man, when you're actually attacking stuff and whatnot, 1 minute really goes by pretty damn quick. So, now why don't we move on to the next graphics setting. Now we're going to move along to medium. So we got medium there, and I didn't screw up this time. We're both on medium on the same freaking thing this time. We'll do the high-end stuff later. And of course we'll do FSR last. Here's the medium settings now. Still lots of FPS, but we are at 1080p, so not surprising. And we haven't gotten to the remastered graphics yet. This is still like a super old school game, technically. Not like super old, but by game standards, it's old. I think this came out in like 2017 or 18. Can't really remember, but it's been quite a few years at least. Don't remember when Remastered came out, though. That kind of just was there one time. And then I was just like, nah, I got other games to play, so I never ended up downloading it, trying it out. So it's kind of cool to actually be able to play this again, try it out. Probably not going to pick this game back up or nothing, but not unless my friends all do too. We were all playing together. I don't generally play these kind of things by myself. But alright, let us move on. Now we've got some medium camera recorded gameplay here. There's not as many settings as I thought in this game. Take that, plant. Ooh, those look like giant ticks. Fuck that shit. Huh, they look like they're taking shit somewhere. Hell yeah. Well, alright. Why don't we move on to the next graphics setting? Now we're going to do high. So we got texture quality on high and graphics on high. So let's just scroll down and look at the rest of these settings. I don't think since I just figure I'll leave them like they are and then max them all out when we're on Ultra and do a maxed out kind of mode. And we'll do FSR at the end. Now we're on high. So let's just run around and kill some shit. Test out the FPS. Wonder where that NPC is off to. Take that, Venus flytrap looking thing. And you too, crab. Hey, there's another one of those weird things. That was a swamp hermit crab, apparently. Alright, though. Let's move on. So now we are on high. This game doesn't really have presets, so I'm kind of just making my own. Oh yeah, two things at once. Take that. All of the criticals belong to me. Anyway, though, let's move on. Now for very high. Top texture quality, I'm just leaving on high, but we're gonna move graphics to very high. And we'll do those two up there later. Just scroll through the rest of this right quick. And we'll do FSR at the end. Now we're on very high. So again, let's run around for a minute or so and get ourselves a little bit of some gameplay. It's a pretty cool looking move too. Ah, cool, it's got a lot of area. So I guess the skill is called Darkness Burst. Alright, so now we've got some very high gameplay now. It's been a while since I played, so I have no idea what I just casted on myself. Ah, ground crab. Heck yeah. Alright though, let's move on. Now we're finally on Remastered. Got the top texture on high, but we got high-end graphics on Remastered, which bumps that up to TAA. Everything else is much the same, and of course, that will be at the end. Okay, so now we're on Remastered Settings. And since we're only at 1080p, we're still getting over 100 FPS. Well, that's pretty cool. See, this is why I like 1080p on a laptop anyway. Such a small screen, you can't really tell the difference between graphics too much between 1440p, and you certainly can't tell 4K apart from anything. That'll just kill your FPS, but... So I also like the fact that you can hook this thing up and it can basically be a desktop replacement too. It's a very versatile little laptop. Yeah, Remastered definitely looks a little better. It's not like a night and day difference, but things are definitely a little more crispy, and the textures are definitely more polished. Alright, I guess I can't attack that. I thought I was hurting it, but I don't think you can attack that. But I can attack that. Back attack. Dang acid spiders, I do not like those. Whoa. I think that was like some special monster for lower level people, and I just stomped on him. Alright though, let's move on. Well, alright, we've moved on to remastered graphics now. So let's go around and attack some stuff. Oh, one went this way. There's one. Take that, spider. I don't like spiders anyway, so fuck you guys. Choppy choppy. A bunch of criticals. Yeah, they definitely made the game look a lot nicer. I wouldn't say it's the best graphics in the universe or anything, but definitely looks pretty nice for an MMO. Alright, come on, who else wants some? No need to be shy, step right up. Alright, let's move on. Okay, now we are on Ultra. And we just basically maxed everything. Except for stuff that makes FPS better. And we'll still do FSR after this. Alright, we are in Ultra now. And I can definitely see why they tell you to use this for screenshots only. It is, not getting the best FPS anymore. We dropped from getting like 127 all the way down to barely getting 60, and this is 1080p. So this will not work at all on any of the other resolutions if we're already dropping under 60 at times. Oh well, like I said though, it's for screenshots and stuff, but we're still going to use it for FSR and stuff because I think it'll be a good test to push it to the absolute limits. Man, there's a bunch of them just hiding in the damn trees. Bastards. Can't hide from me. And now let's move on. Okay, now we are on Ultra. Not getting very good FPS, but it did say that this is mostly just for screenshots, but I figured screw it. Game's old enough, let's try playing it like that. Yeah, we're not getting the most FPS, but we're also going to do FSR real quick after. So, I like doing FSR with the game completely maxed out. So, that works out perfectly in my favor this time around. Oh, come on, where's some more shit to kill? Come on. Take that giant rock land crab thing. That'll teach you to just rest in the earth. Got another game with some nice, tranquil music. As I just slay the shit out of all the monsters in the area. Sometimes it makes multiple hits to kill those ones. Alright, any more of them coming? Well, alright. Now let's move on to some FSR, shall we? Now we're going to do some FSR. So we're leaving everything else just on Ultra like we had it. So we're not going to change anything else here besides the FSR. So we won't even need to show the screen after this. So now it's on, Ultra quality. And from now on, don't need to see this screen no more. So here we go. FSR on Ultra quality. Which is pretty nice. We already got back up into the 80s and 90s. That's dope. From barely being able to do 60. So I guess you can play on Ultra with some FSR. You just have to have FSR on if you want, like, really good FPS. And never to drop below 60 under any circumstance, that is. I mean, with no FSR, it was still doing it most of the time, but every once in a while it would still drop below 60. And I know some people are like me and don't like their games going below 60. But then there's also people that don't care and just like playing the game. With everything maxed out, they don't care if they get 25 FPS. As long as it looks good and they can play it, they're happy. And that's exactly why I do this. Because there's so many different variables. Ow. Back off. Damn spiders. And with that, we'll move on. Alright, starting off FSR on Ultra quality. And I think I accidentally just like kept the camera rolling at the end of the last one. I'll have to edit that out. But if I forget to edit it out, that's what happened. Just started going in and turning on FSR and everything, and then I just like went to go hit my camera, and oh, what the heck, I forgot to turn the screen off, and then it made like the noise like it was still recording, so. Hopefully I remember to edit that out, but it's not like I ever say or do anything bad in between videos, so it would just kind of be weird and unprofessional looking. That's about it. But yeah, look at that though. FSR is definitely helping us out in this. I mean, we were barely getting 60 before, and now we're in the 80s. In the 90s even. And it doesn't really look that bad. There's just like little spider babies hanging out in like all the little freaking trees. Alright, I thought one or two more might come and attack. Alright. Let's move on, shall we? Now for FSR just quality. I can see a minuscule drop in graphics quality, but also didn't look like we got a huge uptick in FPS either, though, so that should be expected, I guess. You can't hide in there. I saw you, little bastards. Oh yeah, if I use that move, I should do lots of damage and kill all of them. There we go. Out of my way, stupid spiders. Don't like spiders. So it's always fun when you get to kill them in games. Take you guys all out. Alright, let's head over this way. Actually, no, let's move on. So now this is FSR quality. Getting some camera gameplay now. Alright, let's leave that area now. We already killed a bunch of that shit. We'll beat up on more spider crabs. They look like spiders mixed with crabs. Like a hermit crab spider almost. Oh yeah, take that, spiders. Nope, that's already a dead spider. Alright, I thought there might be one following me. But alright, let's move on to the next FSR setting. Balanced FSR now. You can definitely tell something is up now. Everything is starting to look quite crafty once you get to balanced. But we did get a pretty big uptick in FPS though. We went all the way up from like 100 and something now. Before we barely changed at all, going from ultra quality to quality. So at least it changed something in the FPS this time for all that worse looking graphics. Alright. Found some spiders maybe to kill? I got a critical on the bush. Or at least that's what it looked like almost. Alright though. Let's climb up here and let's move on. Alright, now we're on balanced FSR here. Camera gameplay. Sure does make things go quicker when I don't have to do the settings window every time too, but when I do change settings, more than just literally one, it makes sense, because then you guys want to know what settings are what. So that's why I do that, but when you're doing FSR, I'm leaving everything maxed, so what's the point of being like, alright, here's the settings window. Everything's exactly the same as it was. There's 20 seconds wasted. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Not gonna lie, it is kind of fun every once in a while to just go bully way easy to kill monsters in games like this, because I'm level 50 something where I am in the game. Like, if I don't try really fucking hard, like even normal monsters will whoop my ass. I think it's because I need to find better gear, but I'm stuck getting money because I need to get money to get better gear off the auction house, and yeah, it just turns into a whole clusterfuck. Alright though. Let us move on. Here we go with some performance FSR now, and wow, it really looks bad now. But we are getting 140 to 130 FPS, so we definitely got some FPS for all this crappy looks. Well, more like crappy resolution. They just can't handle all the textures. That's what it looks like. Wonder what resolution this drops down to when you're only at 1080p. Taking you guys down left and right. Back attack. Not on him though. That was an abrupt change in music. Oh, shit. Well, way over a minute. Well, not way over, but let's move on, shall we? Well, let's kill him real quick. Alright, now let's move on. Alright, last up on the FSR and on camera is FSR performance. I'm just kind of walking around and just basically one-hitting everything because I'm way over leveled for this area, but kind of makes it fun, and then it makes sure I'm not going to die and waste time showing you where I could be showing you how the game runs, you know? It doesn't really do me any good if I'm like, alright, well, I died in 1 second. Alright, let's reload. Alright, well, I died in 1 second. Let's reload. You know? And these guys are still taking their stuff somewhere. I have no idea where the hell they're going with it, but they're going somewhere, damn it. You die now. Well, alright. Why don't we just wrap this video on up now? Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for 1080p on Black Desert. And it handled it great until we did Ultra, which it says is even just for screenshots and whatnot. But it still stayed pretty close to 60, but it was a little stuttery. But hey, once we turned on FSR, we were up into the 80s and high 70s, even with the game maxed out, and it still looked great. So as long as you use quality or ultra quality, you're good. It's not until you get to balance that you start really noticing the graphics and stuff looking kind of fuzzy, even on this 1080p screen. screen. Well, I guess it should because it's going well under 1080p. Anyway though, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And until the next one, peace out guys.